What's up? My name's Adam. Before I get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you like movies, you gotta make sure you hit subscribe because I post about stuff all the time. So today I saw The Little Mermaid 2023, the live action adaptation from the 1989 animated Little Mermaid. And IMDb has this movie as a 7.2. And since this was another live action remake, I was a little skeptical at first. I like The Little Mermaid. It's one of my favorite Disney movies, but how they did the last few, so like Mulan and Lion King, I was not a huge fan of those. Mulan was alright, but I thought Lion King was just terrible. I do like a few, so I thought Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin were good, and this one wasn't as good as those two, but it definitely was not as bad as Mulan and Lion King. But the first thing I want to talk about in this movie is the casting. There's a lot of controversy behind the casting, but honestly, overall, I actually thought it was pretty good. First up, you have Halle Bailey. I think I pronounced that right. I'm always pronouncing it wrong, but I actually thought she did really good. The first first third of the movie, I was still kind of iffy about it. And then when she sang part of Your World, I still wasn't too impressed with it. There's a couple things she added to it which I wasn't a huge fan of. I mean, her voice sounded really good in it. I just wasn't a fan of Part of Your World. It wasn't really until the Part of Your World reprise that Bailey really sold for me. I thought she actually did a really good job in the rest of the movie. And yeah, after the reprise, it was sold. And her voice acting, everything she did very good at. Next up is Jonah Hire King. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he is Eric. He's another one at the beginning of the movie I was not very sure on, but as the movie went on, I ended up actually liking him more and more, and I really enjoyed his song, The Uncharted Waters. The next kind of controversy for me, at least my opinion, was Melissa McCarthy. A lot of people were saying she was so good as Ursula. She stole the show. I didn't really care for her, honestly. I like Melissa McCarthy. I liked Ursula, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I can't really pinpoint what I didn't like about it. And it's not like I didn't like about it. I still liked her as Ursula, but I don't know. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Next is Javier Bardem. I don't know how to pronounce his name either. Is Triton. Once again, I like him as an actor. I don't know, I couldn't pinpoint exactly why I didn't think he really fit well as Triton either. I don't know, those are just really the two casting choices that I was like, about. Like, I didn't like it, I didn't hate it. And then the other one I really enjoyed was Grimsby, who's Art Malik, I believe is what his name is. But yeah, that's what I thought of the casting. Overall, it was pretty good. The Eric and Ariel were great, and the other ones were eh. So next I'm going to talk about these songs. So of course, with all the remakes, they redo most of the original songs, but they also add a couple songs as well, and I'm usually a fan of the newer ones. But the first one was Part of Your World. We all know that one is a classic song. Like I said earlier, was not really a fan of the live action versions of this. I mean, I know it's kind of the same, but I don't know. I was expecting something else, I guess, but I wasn't a huge fan of that and wasn't sold quite yet. And then the next song was the reprise, where she goes up on the rock, Part of Your World. That's another classic scene. I thought she did amazing with that one. The only thing that was weird is when she was singing it, she was like going up the rock, and it almost was like an exorcist like kind of movement. I don't know, it was weird. I thought that part was weird. Let me know what you thought about that as well. Next up was Unfortunate Souls. This was Melissa McCarthy, and once again, I don't know. On this one, I'm going to go with the original. I thought the original cartoon was better. Next was Under the Sea, and I actually think I like the live action version of this better. The turtles dancing, just the entire choreography, the little mushroom things dancing on the rock. They added a little bit of Halle Bailey singing to that as well. I forgot how it's going, but I really liked the things that they added to that song, so I thought that one was really good. Next was Kiss the Girl. I think with Kiss the Girl, the original, this one are about the same. I really liked it. I thought it was a really good song. I thought they did very well with it, and I really enjoyed it. And then the last one I wanted to talk about was Eric's song, Uncharted Waters. I thought it was really good. I liked it. I liked his voice. The only thing that kind of threw me off, I guess, was the editing. So in this one, the voice was kind of low and the music was like higher than his voice, and I guess he was singing low. Not like low as in like singing voice low, but like volume low, and I feel like sometimes the music overpowered his voice, which probably could have improved the song, I think, a little bit. But overall, it was a really good song. Basically, with the movie, just a remake. Everybody likes to compare the original with the remake, and while I do think the original is better, I still like the original more than I like the remake. I still think this one was very good. The first third of the movie still, I don't know, I couldn't get into it until the reprise and when she came to land. And then once that happened, the rest of the movie was absolutely amazing. So IMDb gave it a 7.2. My score, I would give it an 8 out of 10 with the rewatchability as high. Probably as soon as this comes out on Disney Plus, we're going to watch it again, and I can see myself watching this more and more as well, especially when my daughter gets older, watching it with her. So overall, I thought the movie was really good. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of the movie. Is it something you would going to rewatch? Is it something that you're going to buy on DVD, wait for it to come to streaming if you have not seen it yet? Why haven't you seen it yet? I don't know, but let me know down in the comments what you think, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Peace.